What's up, guys? This is Enhander from Fear Productions, and to pardon if you can see the awesome plaid pajamas, I'm going comfortable today. But I was doing some work here in my workshop. I wanted to remove the small mag pulls off the bottom of my TMC magazines, and I just wanted to give you guys a couple tips. Got a stack of my magazines here. If you guys can see them, you probably can't. Let me move them over. Got them all done here. It only took me about 10 minutes. I just want to give you guys some tips. I chose to do mine with a Dremel, and if you do yours with a Dremel, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. I don't know if you guys can see, my work area here is an absolute mess, and the area surrounding my work area is a mess, and as well as the floor. Really quick, everything turned out good. This is, of course, one of the older original TMC magazines. Here's the bottom of it. I'm gonna dart, I probably won't paint it. I'll probably just go over with some marker or something. I might even just leave it that way. I don't care. But it's flat. Goes very, exactly how I wanted it to turn out. So that's good. And they all look like that, So turned out well. For my Dremel, the bit that I used is the, if you guys can see that, might be in reverse on the camera, but it's a heavy-duty cutoff wheel number 420. I think you should be able to get these at Lowe's, Home Depot. I don't think they're that expensive, but it contains 20 bits, so pick some of those up. And I don't have a container of these, but they're the standard grit cutting wheels, or grinding wheels, to just sand everything off there. But what I wanted to really touch on is all of this mess. If you do any work with modding polymers like this, you want to make sure that you are working in an area that's well ventilated. You want to make sure that you're wearing proper safety glasses, which I was not. I couldn't find my safety goggles. I mean, I have glasses on, as you can see, but sometimes they're not enough. You get particles of this junk that fly everywhere when you're cutting and sanding. Bits, grit, everything that will do whatever it wants. And make sure you have, your safety goggles. Also, make sure you're wearing something to cover your mouth too, to get all that. Make sure that particulate's not going in your mouth, and make sure you're wearing gloves, something to cover your hands, and long sleeves, just so all your skin's protected. Because what's going to happen is when you're cutting this stuff off, I know this stuff is like hard and like spiky and sharp right now, which it gets that way, when it dries. But as you're cutting and it's being, ripped off this or whatever you're modding at high speed, it is really, really hot. And if it flies off of that and happens to land on your skin in any places, it hurts really, really bad. And it sticks, because as soon as it hits your skin, it hardens. So you want to make sure that you are wearing everything. I know it could be a pain sometimes to put all that stuff on just to do little stuff like this, but protect yourself when you're doing, stuff like this, because you mess around and you see my dog back there. I don't know if you can see her. She came in to say hi. You do stuff like this, and it's a simple mod to help your mags fit in mag pouches a little bit better, and you end up getting a piece of junk like this in your eye. That's a potential loss of sight. So be safe, be smart when you're modding, especially if you're using a Dremel, because these things, they spin pretty fast, and they can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. So be careful, and happy modding. If you guys have any questions, I can post pictures, but it's a pretty straightforward mod. It's just basically using the cutting wheel to hack the, and we're here, hack the mag pull off, and using the sanding grit or sanding bit to make everything flush. So thank you guys for watching. God bless. Have a great day.